Hi friends, in the previous video we have installed the Webpack and Webpack CLI, TS loader and all those things, right? Now we will try to write the Webpack configuration. So we will try to configure the Webpack so that all the TypeScript files will be executed through Webpack and it will be converted into the JS files. Let's write the TypeScript configuration. Now here first what we need to write is module.exports. We need to export the JSON file. Okay, so module.exports, if you see here, this is the Node.js type of representing the exporting. Okay, Node.js type of representation, this one. So now first one what you will be having is entry file. So what is the entry path for me? Entry file for me to execute the TypeScript file. So the entry path is nothing but what we can say is source/app.ts. This is the entry file. Okay, we need to give the file. Now we need to tell the output. So where I need to output, where I need to so generate the file. So output. So output, here you will be having two properties. What is that one is the file name. So what is the file name I want to generate. So we will write it as bundle.js. Okay, you can write any name you want. So bundle.js, and also we need to give the path. Okay, so path is, it is present in the dist file. Okay, so but now here we should not give that path thing as a relative path. We should give that one as a absolute path. So Webpack takes the path as an absolute path. So in order to give that absolute path, what we need to do is we need to import module, that is nothing but what I can say is Node.js module where path is equal to required path. We need to import this path. Okay, so now I have imported this path. So now what I will try to do is, so here I will try to use this path dot resolve. Okay, so resolve, I need to give the absolute path. Okay, it will take with the directory name. So it will take the directory name, and we need to give the second parameter as the folder name. Okay, so the main project directory name in the dist folder. So main project name is sample project in the dist. Okay, so we have given the entry file and the output file. Fine. Now we need to load the module. Okay, module is nothing but what we can say is, it is a set of rules. Okay, it is a set of rules. So in this module, so what we need to give is, so here we need to give first one is, so how we can do that modules thing is, in that what we can do is, first one is, so we need to give the loaders, TypeScript loaders, how we need to give the TypeScript loaders and all those things. So it will take module, it will take is rules. We need to mention the set of rules. Okay, so here I need to mention the set of rules. Okay, so it is not an array, it is something like, it will be a object only. Okay, so it will be an object only. So module, it will be having set of rules. So we need to give the set of rules. So here the rules, so here the rules will be taking as a set of array of objects. Okay, we need to give the rules as a set of array of objects. So first rule what we need to do is ts file. So first one we need to test means, so we need to give the test. So test, we need to give a regular expression. So we will be giving the regular expression type. So ts, so here take the ts. So whichever the file is ending with the ts, dollar means the ending. So whichever is having the .ts as the ending file, as the ending file name. Okay, so take the ts, those type of ts files, and use this ts loader. Okay, so use this ts loader. So use this ts loader. So that means entry file, you are having app.ts, right? So before pasting it into the output, so what this Webpack will do is, it will take this app.ts file and it will paste it in the bundle.js. But here what we are trying to do is take this app.ts file, before pasting it into the bundle.js. So this one is a app.ts is ending with .ts, right? So compile it with the TypeScript loader. Okay, compile it with the TypeScript loader, and whatever the output we got from that compiling TypeScript loader, keep that output in the bundle.js, we are trying to say. And also we are telling that exclude the node modules. For example, if you are trying to use any node modules in the TypeScript project, so it will try to exclude those things. Okay, so there is no need for us to execute the TypeScript for the node modules. Okay, so this is the rule what I have told. So this is the rule is, take the any ts folders, compile it with the ts loader. Like that we have written the code. And also here after the modules we can write the resolve. Okay, what is this resolve is? you will be having extensions. Okay, so extensions, it will be having a array of, so we can write .ts and .js. What it is taking is, for example, here we have in the source I have category app.ts, so there is no need for us to mention this .js here. Okay, so I can write directly category. So that means this extension, so here post is there, right? So we are telling in the webpack that if any things comes under the without like that importing, while importing, if you encounter this type of things, so take this one, search for this post file in the ts and also as a js file. Okay, if it is anything is present post.ts, so it will take that one as, it will search for post.ts file present is anywhere, or that it will search for in that particular path. If it is there means it will take, or otherwise post.js. So that is the resolving thing. So resolve means it will not search for direct post, it will search for including this both the extensions in the webpack. So it will search with post.ts, and if it doesn't find, it will search with the post.js like this. Okay, that is the resolve. And another one what we can is, this is the webpack configuration file. So if you want to learn more about this webpack configuration and all those things, you can search directly in the Google. So you can go here, and if you can search the webpack, and you can see all the configurations and all the things in the documentation. Okay, so now we have written the configuration. So here entry, output, a module, rules, test, and all those things we have written, right? So now we will try to execute this webpack. Okay, now when I try to run webpack here, so let's see what could be the output. I have run the webpack thing. We will check the output whether it will execute or not. It is taking some time to execute. So now it has been executed. If you see here, it has been executed, or otherwise I can search here, I can paste it here, webpack I can run. Okay, if I run the webpack here, that is the command prompt. So app.ts has been compiled, and it converted to the bundle.js. And you can ignore this warning. Why it is this for ignore this warning is, so mode we need to set, or otherwise if we set the mode here hyphen mode, so we can set the mode development and the production. Okay, so if we want to set the development or production, we can set like this, webpack hyphen. So now we didn't got any error, and this has been compiled. Okay, so now it is 5.49 KB. Previously it was 1.04 KB on. So if we run with the production mode, it will be compiled into a small size. If it is development mode means you will be having 5.49 KB file. Now if I go and if I see the node modules, sorry, not node but disk.js, I'll be able to see the bundle.js file. Okay, now this is all the code what has been generated using webpack. Now here you can go to the index.cshtml. I can give bundle.js instead of app.js. Okay, now I will go and execute the code. So let's try to boot up the server. So npm start. Okay, I will try to boot up the server. So after booting up the server, we will see. So why we have installed webpack and why we have configured webpack, in order to decrease the JS files. Okay, now it is getting refreshed. Now I can go to the console.js, and if I see here network, and if I refresh it again, now we have only bundle.js file. So this is the only JS file what we have. So previously we are having app.js, post.js, category.js, everything is loaded as a separate files. Now everything is combined into a single file, bundle.js, and we got the output. If you see the output, we are getting the same output. Okay, so this is how we can use the webpack, and we can convert the code into the TypeScript code into the JS using the webpack. So this is the webpack configuration file. Okay, hope you understood everything about the webpack. So we entry, output, module, rules, how we can set the rules and how we can do the things. Hope you understood the configuration file. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video, so that I will try to give the reply. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.